start. Under these clauses, the right to apply for divorce was restricted to the party which had obtained a decree for judicial separation or for restitution of conjugal rights. Such a right was not available to the party against whom the decree was passed. Subsection 1 of Section 13, which was introduced by the amendment, confers such a right on either party to the marriage so that a petition for divorce can, after the amendment, be filed not only by the party which had obtained a decree for judicial separation or for restitution of conjugal rights, but also by the party against whom such a decree was passed. This, in my opinion, is the limited object and effect of the amendment introduced by Act Number 44 of 1964. The amendment was not introduced in order that the provisions contained in Section 23 should be abrogated, and that is not the effect of the amendment. The purpose of the amendment and the effect of subsection 1 of Section 13 can be appreciated by reference to the provisions contained in Section 13 itself. In the first place, the opening words of subsection 13 provide a sharp contrast and a comparison of the respective provisions of the two subsections would show that the object of subsection 1 was merely to enlarge the right to apply for divorce and not to make it compulsive that a petition for divorce presented under subsection 1 must be allowed on mere proof that there was no cohabitation or restitution for the requisite period. It is clear on a comparison of the opening words of the two subsections that all that subsection within bracket 1a deals with is the right to apply for a decree of divorce. It does not provide that a petition for resolution of a marriage by a decree of divorce shall be allowed on proof of either of the two conditions mentioned in that subsection. Once it is appreciated that the object of the amendment by which subsection 1 was introduced in section 13 and by which clauses within bracket 7 and within bracket 9 were deleted from subsection within bracket 1 of the parties to the marriage irrespective of whether the decree for judicial separation or the decree for restitution of conjugal rights was obtained by this or that party, there would be no difficulty in holding that the provisions contained in section 13a are subject to those contained in section 23 within bracket 1.